Damn, damn, damn. I was ready. I was ready. Come on here and absolutely savage these clowns for what they're doing to the Philly fan reputation, although I guess that probably is gone anyway. As you can see, Eagles fans vandalize coordinator's home with eggs after team gets booed off field at home, police say. Kevin Patullo has been under fire by Eagles fans all season as I believe that should be their offense hasn't been consistent, not they offense. Come on, I can make those mistakes. Fox News, you're a multi-billion dollar corporation. So of course this is making national news and they're getting savage. And look, they should be. There's no doubt. They absolutely should be. Give them the max. I haven't heard yet. I'm gonna guess that it's probably kids. Give them 100 hours of community service, make them go clean trash off the highway, whatever the punishment should be. Now, initially when this went out, of course, people were saying rocks, and that is a whole nother level. I don't know how old you are, people are that are listening, but back in the day, mischief night used to be a thing and people would go egg houses. So this is not a good look at all. Make no mistake, I am not endorsing it, shrugging it off in any way, shape, or form. But then just a part of me, when I see how over the top people get because it's Philly, a part of me wants to, like, come on now, hold on, we got to back it up just a little bit. But no, I mean, there's no place for this at all. And look, we'll back it up and let's just think about it practically. You want a new offensive coordinator next year, one that can actually call plays. This is not going to get them here. This is not. I mean, this is not going to attract people. It's just like the whole reputation about how tough it is to play in Philly and how some free agents aren't going to come here because of that. Now, of course, that's ridiculous. They're grown men playing a sport. They should be able to handle some booze. But I'm just saying this is not the way to get another offensive coordinator in. So the home of Philadelphia Eagles offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo was vandalized hours after the team's 24-15 loss to the Chicago Bears this past Friday. I'm going to guess, I have not heard, unless it says later in here and I missed it, that his family was home. I mean, come on. Let me make clear if it didn't seem so in the opening. The opening was a little tongue in cheek because I'm just sick of hearing the overreaction to Philly fans and they're going to smear the entire fan base for this. I mean, do we need to, at least we're not doing things like I don't know, being Dodgers fans and stabbing San Francisco Giant fans in parking lots and things like that. We don't do that in Philly, but that doesn't seem to that never seems to be talked about. But imagine if that was Philly. So anyway, just putting it in a little bit of perspective. See, like it says here, at first commenters on the viral video suggested it was rocks being thrown at the home, but it was eggs. I don't believe anything was broken, although eggs are not exactly fun to clean when they dry. But yeah, I mean, we all know the Bears game was an absolute disaster and so forth, and this just kind of gets into that nonsense. But this kind of wild. I mean, this is the kind of stuff. In all seriousness, this is the kind of stuff we absolutely don't need. I don't consider you a fan if you do something like this. To me, you're not a fellow Eagles fan. You're not a fellow Philly sports fan in any way. You're using sports as an excuse to lash out and do absolutely stupid stuff that you would probably do anyway. I mean, just good people don't do stuff like this. Good fans don't do stuff like this. You want to go to the stadium, you want to boo your heart out like they did with their performance against the Chicago Bears. You want to leave early. You want to scream on social media. You want Nick Sirianni to be fired. You're calling for Kevin Patullo to be fired. Absolutely 100%. I get it. I've even actually, had arguments with people about don't tell fans how to fan, which I completely agree. Everyone's going to be different. Some people are going to crash out after the first game of the season if it's a bad one and they want people fired right away and they want Jalen Hurts benched and all this stuff. Cool. We all have different ways we react to it. But this to me is something that's a little different. This is something that's, it crosses that line, that imaginary line, because let's face it, we've gone from being a fan and saying, hey, Kevin Patullo is terrible at calling plays, should have never been hired, he's got to be fired, we got to replace him, to actually committing a criminal act, throwing and again, I don't care that it's just eggs, although obviously that is different than rocks. But going and throwing eggs at the house of the offensive coordinator because his play calling is bad, no. I mean, just no. I think we are all in agreement on that. And I have a good example of what I mean. This is good fandom. This is funny. This is a fire Kevin Patullo sign has popped up on Patterson Avenue. Of course, recently been switched, but obviously someone who works who works for the city that has access to this was able to change the sign, fire Kevin Patullo on one of those road delays, road construction, whatever signs that you want to call it. That cool, great, love it. It's funny. I mean, probably going to get in a little bit of trouble if they find out who did it, but this is more in line with fandom. Showing up to a coach's house because you don't agree with their play calling and throwing eggs at their house. Nope, absolutely not. Shouldn't happen. You are not a fan. The Eagles fan base, and let's be clear about that too. And I didn't line them up to read them off for you, but in looking at this online, because of course people went after the entire Philly fan base with the usual nonsense about how awful we are and this and that. And every Philly fan that I know to a T said, "Oh no, hold on, we agree with you. This is not a Philly fan. We don't condone this. We wouldn't do this. This is unacceptable behavior. 100%. We are on board with saying that." And that's true. I don't consider someone like this a fan. But anyway, it's kind of wild that we've gotten to that point where someone would even do this. Again, maybe we already know and I've just missed it. So let me know in the comments below. My guess is going to be bored teenagers. But they still need to be punished because this is just unacceptable behavior. If you don't punish it, it's going to happen again. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you checking this out. As always, smash the like button, subscribe. You know the drill. I will talk to you later.